getting pressure from your friends at school to try cannabis and other stuff. Or maybe you're frightened because someone in your family smokes or takes drugs. Maybe you're scared because your friends take cannabis and you don't want to, but feel like you might because they make you feel stupid if you don't. Are they telling you that drugs or cannabis or heroin is safe? That it's the safest drug in the world, cannabis, because no one's died of an overdose of it? Walk away. Any drug is very dangerous. Walk away. Maybe you came here to see this video because you don't know what to do. It's simple. Turn your back on them and walk away. They're idiots. Don't let them make you take anything with drugs of any kind, or cannabis, or marijuana as it's sometimes called. There's every reason to be scared. Cannabis is a body-damaging chemical mix, so find someone who will listen to you and ask for help. It's not safe. It's dangerous. It causes psychotic illnesses, which is damage to your brain, and it damages the organs of the body over time as well. And the way you think, speak and learn. It causes psychotic illnesses. It stops you learning. It damages the ability to think normally. It also stops you being able to work things out, problems and such like. You might end up doing something really terrible if you take some, or someone might do something really terrible to you if you've taken some at a party. It makes you confused, hallucinate, see things, makes you anxious, makes you paranoid as well, which is frightened of stupid things, and frightened of being frightened, and frightened of everything. It's not very nice. The drug stays in your system for up to 5 weeks and more. It starts to rot you from the inside the minute you try it. Don't let them tell you otherwise. The effect is longer lasting than people realise. It also has a depressing effect afterwards too. It reduces motivation, which means it makes you not want to do anything. You'll get lazy and slovenly. You lose the ability to concentrate. If you know someone's been smoking cannabis and they drive, don't ever get in the car with them. Walk away. Cannabis stays in the blood for weeks and weeks after taking it. Now, if they get in a car, you could die because they suffer the usual momentary lapse of concentration. It's that simple. It's that simple. All you've got to do is get in a car when you know someone has been smoking something, and you are in big trouble. People who suck this muck get really bad-tempered and aggressive. If anyone even so much as implies that they're addicted or criticises them for what they smoke, they get very upset. It can put you in a really nasty situation. Just walk away. Their sense of sound and colour vision's affected. They get confused. They get forgetful, anxious. Cannabis or marijuana users also suffer from what they call drug-induced psychosis or cannabis psychosis. It's a mental disorder. Brain damage, in other words. Marijuana causes more cancer because its smokers inhale deeply and hold the smoke in their lungs longer, which increases the risk for developing lung cancer. They also suffer social problems, insecurities. They lack confidence. They disagree all the time. They're very quickly irritated and rather bad-tempered. Family arguments follow, and their relationships are normally damaged as well. They'll tell you that cannabis is the world's most harmless drug, that more people die in car accidents when they're sober or from being alcoholics, drinking too much alcohol, than from cannabis, which is stupid. But they won't tell you that the use of cannabis makes your liver rot, or that the brain damage it causes over time is irreversible. They feel embarrassed and annoyed with themselves because they can't leave it alone, and they get annoyed and embarrassed because if anyone stands in their way of being able to smoke it, they get really upset. But if you're studying hard at school, or want to go to college to get a degree or A-levels, you're best keeping a healthy mind and body, because exams need memory. Exams need the ability to calculate, and you'll need excellent problem-solving skills as well, and you need to remember what you've learned. Notice that those who've spent their time playing with drugs, or sucking pot, or weed, or cannabis, or whatever they want to call it, notice that they won't be in the examination hall next to you, and if they are, watch them fail. Do you really want to have to take your exams again and waste your time because some idiot forced you into taking marijuana, or because you believed them when they said it was safe? No, me neither. This is my brother here, buried. He always bragged about being in control when he took cannabis, which is stupid because he was always slumped on the floor against the wall like a sack of trash, staring like he was dying. Well, now he's dead. He betrayed everyone. Me, Mum, Dad, everyone. He said he only used it when he wanted to. What a stupid thing is that to say? He always had a whole stream of defences as to why he smoked drugs and how much he took cannabis-wise, and he was always going on and on about being in control. Except that one day, when he was driving, he crashed head-on into an oncoming truck. The truck driver said he was just staring at him as if he wasn't there. That's bad enough, but the car ricocheted onto the pavement, crippled a woman walking to the shops, and killed her baby outright in the pram. Maybe he had one of those rushes he kept joking about, a panic attack where you suddenly just get terrified of everything. Or maybe he just lost concentration and forgot where he was. His mind just switched off. But one thing is certain. He was stupid. I want you to be clever. Say no. Walk away. Don't rot from the inside just because some idiot wants to have a laugh seeing you suffer under the influence of cannabis or weed or pot or skunk. You'll suffer in ways you can't imagine. Idiots end up being bigger idiots. Don't join the ranks of the brain dead and just walk away. Don't make a comment either, because people who smoke cannabis get very upset when you start attacking their addictions. Even adults come up with the most pathetic reasons and excuses as to why cannabis is safe and okay to use, mainly because they're also hooked on it and don't have the self-confidence or strength of character to face life without it like a normal, healthy person. School is hard work, I know, difficult and trying, but you need to study to win exams and become someone better. You need a job after you leave school, or perhaps you're going to college. But if you're around people selling drugs, or taking drugs, or sucking cannabis, it can be frightening and uncomfortable. There are a lot of help drug line numbers you can call. There are nice people just waiting to help you. And if you're in trouble or being threatened, or have discovered someone you know is taking very dangerous drugs, or if you're just frightened, you can call one of these helpline numbers. You don't need to tell them who you are or where you are. Just ask them for help. Questions, you know. They're there to give advice and tell you what you can do to stay safe, how you can help others perhaps, but more importantly, how you can protect yourself. If you can't talk to Mum and Dad because you're scared or worried they'll be angry, or if they're already angry a lot, you can call someone on the telephone. Sometimes the numbers are free. Most times the numbers are free. And they will help. They really will. It's easy to find someone to talk to. It's safer than suffering. But remember, walk away. If you don't walk away, you might find that one day you can't live without what they're giving you. You must walk away. Otherwise, one day, like me, you might find you've left it too late, too late, late, too late, late, too late, late, too late, late.